rivalry filled with indelible moments and heartbreak, and these two teams trying to establish playoff positioning. But for the Dogs, it's also about trying to find a way to survive on the road. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw at Stockton. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And the Vols will hustle to the line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. So here is the Tennessee offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Vols want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the 1st quarter yet.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
To throw, it's Aguilar. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Robinson. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
35, Tennessee, 0.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This time on target. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Staley. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They're working that left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for... Oh, they blocked the kick.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Staley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's got the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if...
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, that one's 5. Flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hold and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This offense doing business in the red zone. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 92, set to advance on the football.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Off play action. Here's a heat. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Vols send out the punt unit.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, it was an amazing effort to make that catch on 3rd down. Unfortunately, not picking up the 1st. I think if it had been a little bit more of an accurate throw, maybe he would have been able to do something with it, maybe make a guy miss and get upfield. Give him credit, though. It's a great catch, and now it gives the head coach an opportunity to make a big-time decision here on 4th.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. See if they go back to the run here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator...
Oh, a lot of space. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets away. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Jefferson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on its way. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Aguilar. Trying to escape and get it himself. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's already had 2 blocked today. And this one is perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
so frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.